A top Senate Democrat said Wednesday that he will vote against any spending bill in the coming weeks if Congress has failed to address the fate of young immigrants, raising the stakes in a looming showdown with the White House and Republicans over a potential government shutdown. Sen. Richard J. Durbin, D.L., the second-ranking Senate Democrat and a lead negotiator on spending matters, said he is encouraging his colleagues to join him in blocking spending legislation if the legal status of Dreamers isn't resolved. President Trump announced in September that he will end the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program in early March, putting hundreds of thousands of Dreamers immigrants brought to the United States as children at risk of deportation early next year. That's my position. There's too much at stake here. We can't let this slip into January, February with a March 5 deadline. It should be done, it can be done, easily, simply and quickly, Durbin said in an interview. Congress confronts jam-packed December with shutdown deadline looming. Durbin has repeatedly said in recent months that Congress needs to resolve the status of Dreamers by the end of the year, but he is now the highest-ranking Democratic senator to raise the specter of a government shutdown sparked by an impasse over immigration. For months, Republicans have said the fate of Dreamers can only be resolved if new border security measures are also enacted. In the interview, Durbin faulted Republicans for failing to present viable border security options, saying instead they continue to present a laundry list of conservative proposals, including plans to rewrite the definition of asylum seekers. I do believe in the last few days that more Republicans believe us, Durbin said, because Democrats have made clear addressing the fate of Dreamers is a must-pass item. I don't want a shutdown. I didn't come here to shut down anything, he added. What I want to do is get this done, and I think people in good faith can get it done. By vowing to withhold his support for a spending measure absent an immigration deal, Durbin is now in a camp with 4 other Democratic senators, all of whom are potential presidential hopefuls, and dozens of House Democrats. His posture has the potential to deepen an emerging rift among congressional Democrats. Senate Minority Leader Charles E. Schumer, DNY, and the vast majority of his caucus has not made the same explicit threat. But House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, D. California, has said she intends to use every possibility to strike a deal for Dreamers as part of a spending bill, and several dozen in her caucus agree. Facing a December 8 deadline for when government funding will run out, Republicans and Democrats are deadlocked on how much money the federal government should spend in the coming years and over how to settle several pressing concerns regarding immigration, health care, and disaster aid for storm-ravaged states. Republicans are hoping to reach an agreement on stopgap bill that extends government funding into 2018 to buy more time for negotiations, but they have conceded they will likely need Democratic votes to help pass any spending bill due to potential opposition from conservatives in the House and because Senate Democrats can filibuster spending legislation. With just over a week until the funding deadline, GOP leaders are set to meet on Thursday to discuss options on how to proceed, multiple aides said.